Hi, everybody. This is some training on Facebook business pages and why we want them and how to create them and how to use them to the best that you can and really work them for your business. I'm going to be doing this in parts because a business page has a lot of components and a lot of things you can do with it. And I think that doing it in segments will be good for all of us so that you can take little baby steps and so that I can concentrate more fully on each one. So first thing is first is where would you go to create your business page? You would go on your homepage. I recommend doing this on a laptop or a PC. I've never tried it on an iPad, but definitely do not do this on your phone. It would get too complicated with a little screen. So if you can help it. So you would go to pages and up at the top, there's a little button that says create page. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. So you are a brand. You are not a community or public figure. You are a brand. I am not going to do this because I do not want another business page. So I already have my page right here, but that's what you would do. And then when you're in your page, this is what it looks like for me as the user. This is not what it looks like to the rest of the world. It's a little more clean. There's not all of the blinky little icons and some of these other things are not there because it wouldn't be important to them as someone that is viewing the page. So when you go to create your page, the first thing it's going to ask you, or one of the first things, is what you want your page to be called. You want it to be clear, concise, obvious to anybody that is browsing and sees your page. So you're going to want it to be your name and your title with the company that you represent. So in my case, Dina Knutson, Independent Director at 31 Gifts. And actually, Facebook will then tell you once you've submitted that it is going to submit it for approval. It takes minutes. I don't know if it's an automated thing. They're looking for bad words, but it says it's going to look for approval. The other thing that is going to ask you is what you want your username to be. So in social media world, this is how a shortcut to finding a page. And so you're going to want something that is identifiable to you and easy to remember. So I have pretty much labeled myself Dina the Bag Lady over the last almost 3 years. Sorry, everybody decided to communicate with me now. So over the last 3 years, I have become Dina the Bag Lady, and I have created a brand for myself. So you want something that people can identify with really easy. So, I can't remember what her last name is. She's Dina the Bag Lady. And so then all I have to do is search at Dina the Bag Lady and I will pop up. And also when you're on your own Facebook page, your personal page, you can tag your page simply by using the @ sign and then your username, and it will tag you just like you can tag people. So another important thing is we're going to go to edit page info. When you are doing this, so I probably should do a little bit more than that. That is what I used about 3 years ago, and obviously I need to change that a little bit. But categories, you are a brand. It's going to ask you if you're retail. You are not. Now the reason for that is that you will have the ability on this page to have a link where they can click shop. And you can actually, it takes a little effort, but it's worth it in the long run. You can actually post pictures of products and links to your page for that product. So you can link them right to the product they're interested in, it'll show the price, and then they can shop for it. But you have to be brand in order to do that. And that is another segment at a different time, but that's important. You want brand. So I have my phone number. I have my website. Now I went to GoDaddy.com and paid a very small fee. I pay a very small fee each year so that I can have my brand. So if you click on DinaTheBagLady.com, it takes you to the My31 website where you can shop. You could also type in my31.com/Dina K. However, which one's easier to remember? So both links actually take you to the same place. Again, it's all about branding, something I chose to do because Knutson is not an easy name to remember. And my31.com / blah, 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 not necessarily easy to remember. Dina the Bag Lady, pretty easy to remember because it's funny. Usually people giggle when I tell them. I did not put my email address because it is my personal email address. I should probably create one with Dina the Bag Lady, but I don't want creepy people having my personal email address. So, and now this is assuming that you are a brick and mortar. If you were brick and mortar, would you have Wi-Fi? What's your address? And so on and so forth. That doesn't apply to us if we're running an online business. My business sells goods and services online. Yes, it does. These are the products, again, 3 years ago that I put in. Those are the things that are key at this time. I want to see what else that does. See all information. Okay, you also want a story. I created this graphic and I put in a little blurb about who I am, what I am, but you want to stand out. That's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, your cover. I created this graphic. I had a friend take some headshots and I change my graphic pretty regularly, but I try really hard, unless I'm having a really lazy month, I try really hard not to just do the standard customer specials like I would on my VIP page. Reason being is, again, I'll say this multiple times during these trainings. This is your brick and mortar. If you were in a building on Main Street, USA, and people were walking by your window, what is going to make them want to stop at your store? It's not going to be the same thing that they see in every other store that they walk by. It's got to be something that catches their attention. So I try to be original. Now, I use Canva, C-A-N-V-A, to do my graphics. Very user-friendly. Lots of images that they provide themselves. They also have the preset measurements for Facebook banners and for Instagram and Twitter. They give you those templates anytime you create something, so it makes it a little easier. And you want to make it personal. So sometimes I will have on there, I'll create a graphic that has a picture of my family and a picture of me using my favorite bag, something that will grab their attention. I've had people find me because of my public business page and something got their attention. So what's going to make people want to stop in your store? What are they going to see when they're window shopping? This is your window. How are you going to dress it in your store? And if you notice, there's a little camera. Now it's stuck. There's a little camera here. You can do little video clips as your cover. Movement gets people's attention. I need to play with that more because I really do want to do that. The other thing I want to point out to you is that my picture for my profile is not my personal profile picture that I have on my own personal Facebook page. I would never, ever on my business page put my dog as my profile picture or my kids or some crazy animated character because, again, this is my business. This is my storefront. Who am I? So some stranger is searching for gifts and they come across me. They need to see who is this person that is this 31, representing this 31 gifts page. So those are really the big things right now. This is important. This is your ocean. Your VIP group is your pond. You want to fish in the ocean to bring fish over to your pond. This is your public environment, and this spreads far and wide. Anybody on the internet, anybody on Facebook can see this page. It's not private like your Facebook group, your customer group is. So this is going to attract more attention. How you run your store and your storefront is going to help you get more fish for your pond. So this is lesson number 1. So homework is set up your business page. I'm always here for questions, and let's get you set up for success. All right. Let me know how it goes. I can't wait to see those business pages.